finding Waldo. I just put a picture of Waldo here, and who found it? Okay, not so much. And when you search for Waldo as a picture, do you just look around randomly, or do you follow a specific path to find it? Okay, so of course you can just look around the picture and jump from here to here or whatever, but there's also a specific or optimal search strategy for finding Waldo. So there was a professor which analyzed all Waldo pictures and found an optimal path where you can find Waldo. So basically if you start here and go up here, and then you go here, and then up to here, because Waldo is never here, never. And in this case, he's here. So, and basically, it is the same like finding memory leaks with Oracle. You can look at different areas, and you can spot here and spot there, but if you have a strategy how to find memory leaks in Oracle, you will be much faster and more efficient. And this is what this talk about. Just about me. I'm an independent Oracle performance consultant and researcher, and I'm doing this since 2011. Yeah, and mainly I'm doing internal stuff for clients on short contracting basis, so you can book me by hour or by day. And all my talk slides and all the demo scripts that I will use are on my website. So it's already uploaded, so you can go on the website and download it afterwards and can run it on your own environment. So it's fully predictable and repeatable, what we do today. Okay, so where's Waldo? This is a real client case when a client called me, and basically what they did an Oracle upgrade from 10.205 to 12.102. And they did some regression tests after the upgrade, and what they did, they used JMeter because it was a SIG database application. So the application itself was written in PL SQL and running on the database, and the UI was programmed on Apache Tomcat with some Java stuff. And what they did, they used JMeter to run some load tests on Apache, and Apache connected to the database with a connection pool, JDBC connection pool. And based on the application logic, sometimes the database also calls some web services in the internet. It was a broker application, and they needed these web services to get the actual exchange rates and so on. And when they run this load test on this old environment with 10.205, it pretty worked fine, never get an error. And after they upgraded to 12.102, after let's say 2 hours or something like that, they got Waldo here. So they get an Aura 5036. And nobody knows why it occurs. Right? This was just after the database upgrade. And they thought that maybe a memory leak because it did not change the application at all, but they wanted sure. And today we will exactly rebuild this environment on my laptop and try to figure out where the memory leak is. Just a little information, I have all the references on my slides, which scripts I will use today. And you can download it on my website, as I already said. Okay, so let's start with the demo. So the first thing is, when you get such an error, what do you usually do? That's the first.
Oracle support.
Google, okay. You can do that, exactly. And maybe you will find my blog post about it. But you can also do something like this, because if it's not a known error, the first thing I do usually is I use O error, right? To get information about the error itself. And in this case, it says the PG memory used by the instance exceeds PGA aggregate limit. This was a new feature with 12.1, and you can set this parameter, and then the PGA is not allowed to grow more than what you have set in this parameter. It's not exactly true, as Fritz demonstrated on his blog post, because this limit is also not forced, because you can have a little bit more memory after before it kicks in. But in this case, the client hits this limit he set, and the PGA memory was too big. So, okay, we know that it's only about PGA memory. And what I will do now in my test environment, I will deploy the PL SQL application code, and then we will run it. so that we can get this memory as well. Okay, so what I do in my demo here is nothing really fancy. I just drop a user test, creates the user again, do some permission stuff, then I connect to the user, create a table, a simple table from EBA objects, so also not really fancy, gather statistics, and then because I want to call some web services on my laptop, I create an ACL, so that I'm allowed to do HTTP requests, and then I deploy some application code. It's also not really complex. I just create a package with a procedure, and I will call this URL several times then. And here usually you have here more fancy application code like the application logic. I just have here select for demonstration purpose. Then I use this HTTP request stuff, and finally afterwards I do some more select stuff, and usually here's also more fancy application code. So that's all about the applications that I will run on the database. And to model the client environment completely, I also have Java application. It's also nothing really fancy, it just connects to the database and it runs this PL/SQL procedure. So also nothing really complex. And so let's do it. So now I have modeled the case that the client has done with Gmail. And now you already know that you have a problem with the PGA. What do you do now? If you know this PGA is a problem, how do you start to analyze it? What do you usually do?
You have the processes, the information about the part of the client, where the problem is.
We got a process? Okay.
Can I like the session history? Is I call that short the PGA usage or
Okay.
PGA start?
Okay. Great. So these are three options which you usually start to get a little bit more information about it.
Snapper.
Sorry?
Snapper.
Yeah, you can also use Snapper but if you don't know which session has a problem or which session is a root cause, I mean you can run Snapper on all sessions, but the output is pretty big, you know. And if you just use $process, for example, or session statistics, you can get the output a little bit less, analyze it much faster. So that's what we're doing right now. So I connect, and the first thing I do is, in the first query, I use $session and $process and then join it on the address, so I get a little bit more information about the session ID. And you have the column PGA use memory and PGA allocate memory, and also some freeable memory stuff. And the second query I run is on session statistics to get this information. And when you run this query now several times, let's run it several times. You see, for example, that the PGA used memory dropped here, right? So this is based on a feature which is called real free deep memory management from Oracle. It was introduced with Oracle 9i. So Oracle is able to free some memory even if the session is not closed. So you do not see the value increasing every time, but if we run this query several times, 5, 6, 9, you see, even if the freeable memory is already given back to the operating system, the memory increases and increases. And we can run it even more.
Sorry, do you use automatic memory management or ASMM? No, so SG, okay, SG.
Yeah. But it doesn't